In this video, let me show you how to use the clone method offered by jQuery to create a deep copy of the matching elements. So using the clone method, you can create just a copy of the element, or you can even create a copy with the event handlers as well. So let's see how we can use the clone method offered by jQuery. And I have already saved a web page and added reference to the latest jQuery file. Now first let me add a button so that on the click of the button we can create the copy. So here is a button. Then we need to have some elements to copy, right? So I am adding all the elements we are going to copy into a div element with ID elements. And first let me add a div element with ID first and text also first. Then let me have another div element with class name second, okay, without any text. We will later style these elements so that they will look like a square, okay, and these elements are to be copied to somewhere, right? So for that, let me add another div element with ID container so that we can copy the elements into this div element. Instead of div element, you can try any other element like p element, span element, or any other element to copy using the clone method. Here I am adding div elements, okay. Now let us style these elements a bit. So let me add the style tag within the head section, and first let me style the button. So button, let me set a width of say 80 px, height of 40 px, then font size to be 20 px to see the text more clearly, and also border radius, let it be 5 px to have some rounded corners. Let me save this and check the output now. Let me refresh. See, this is how it is now looking like. I think we don't need this much height for the button. We can reduce it, and also we can increase the width, I think. So let me increase the width to 90 and let me change the height to 35. Next, let me style the div element with ID first. So let me access it using its ID first, and for this let me specify a width of say 50 px, height also as 50 px, then border to be say 4 px solid black. Then let me set the background color to be red and a margin of say 10 px. Okay, let me save this. Let me refresh. See, this is how the page is now looking like. Though we have added the second div element, it is not being displayed. Why? Because we haven't styled it. So let me style that as well here. Let me access it using its class name dot second. Let me copy these properties and make changes. I don't want to have a border for this. Let me change the background color to green and let the margin be 10 px itself. Now let me save this, refresh. Okay, we are not able to see the second div element. Why? Dot second. Okay, here I have given dot here itself. It should be just the name, right? The dot should be given when we have to access it. So it was a mistake. Let me save this and check the output. Let me refresh. See, the green element is being displayed here. Now I want to see these two elements one next to the other. So let me specify float left for first and second. So float to be left, and here also float to be left. Okay, so they are being displayed one next to the other. And also I want to have some border for the container element. So let me specify hash container. So for this, let me set a width of say 550 px, height of say 500 px, border to be 3 px solid black, and float to be left. So we are going to copy the elements into this container. So I wanted to have some border for this. So let me save this and check the output. Let me refresh. See, this is how the web page is now looking like. Now on the click of this button, I want to copy these two elements inside this container. Okay, so what we can do is that, let me add the script section first, script, and also the document.ready event. So $document dot ready, then function open and close parenthesis, open and close curly braces, and within this what should I do? I need to do it on the click of the button. So $button dot click, here also function open and close parenthesis, open and close curly braces, and first I want to copy this first div element. So what I can do is that I can specify $first dot clone, this is the name of the method, and I want to append it into the container. So I can specify append to container. Now let me save this and show you what happens when we click the button. Let me refresh. Let me click. See, this element along with the text has been copied into the container. If I click once again, see, one more time, this div element with ID first has been copied into the container. So that is what happens when we call the clone method. It creates a deep copy of the matching element or elements along with its child elements and also the text. So here we don't have any child element, we only have text which is getting copied into the container. Here we have specified append to, so it is appended into the container element. Next, suppose instead of this, let me comment this, and if I specify $first dot clone dot insert after, if I specify hash container, what will happen? Will it be added or appended inside the container or after the container? As we have used the insert after method, it will be appended after the container. Let me show you that as well. So here, let me refresh, click, see, this first div element is appended after the or inserted after this container element. So we can specify wherever we want to append or insert the element. Now let us try to create a deep copy of this element, that is the element with class name second. So let us do that next. Here after this, let me specify $second because we have added a class name for that element. So .clone dot append to hash container, and this also I want to append to the container element. So let me comment this, save this, let me refresh, let me click. Okay, nothing happened. Why? There should be some error. .second clone append to, okay, the semicolon should be outside the brackets. Now let me save this, refresh, click. See, these two elements have been copied. Now suppose I click the button once again. Why there are two green boxes? Because we have specified it using class name. So as there are two green boxes or two div elements with class name second, those two have been copied. But in case of this one, we have created a clone using its ID. So only one red box is copied but two green boxes are copied. Now suppose I click the button once again, what will happen? Only one red box will be copied and four green boxes will be copied. Why? There are already four div elements with the class name second. Hope you understand. Let me click it and show you. See, one red which is cloned using its ID and four green boxes that are cloned using its class name. So second, 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 second. These four boxes are having the class name second. So all the four are copied. Next, let me show you how to create a copy of the event handler as well.